she blew out her birthday candles, and Leonardo DiCaprio was already gone. Not metaphorically, not dramatically, just quietly removed from her life like a chess piece that had served its purpose. She turned 25, the relationship ended 2 months later. And here's the thing that keeps people up at night. This wasn't a coincidence. This was a pattern so consistent, so calculated, that Hollywood started treating it like an unwritten law. The DiCaprio threshold. Cross 25, and you're out. But wait, because before we get into the timeline, ask yourself this. How many men in Hollywood history have dated this many women in this narrow an age range for this many consecutive decades and never once broken the pattern? Not once. That's not a coincidence. That's a system, and Camila Morrone walked straight into it. So let's go back to where it actually started. May 2017, Cannes Film Festival, the most glamorous, most gossip-soaked event on the planet. Leo had just come off a breakup. He's there with his crew, Tobey Maguire, the usual suspects. Across the same venue, 19-year-old Camila Morrone is walking a runway. She's stunning, she's young, she's exactly his type. Their worlds brush against each other that night and nobody notices. But somebody always notices eventually. By December 2017, he's leaving her house in Los Angeles, Colorado for the holidays together, private jet back to LA in early 2018. At some point, the Just Friends cover stories stops working, and everyone quietly agrees to stop pretending. It's fully public now. Coachella, the south of France, Ellen's birthday party, small touches, locked eyes, the kind of body language that gets screenshotted and dissected for weeks. Sources confirmed it. This was real. And Camila, she was all in. Here's where it gets interesting, though. When the internet started piling on about the age gap, she defended him publicly, called out the memes, pushed back on the criticism, said people should be able to date whoever they want, even defended him when people called him her Instagram boyfriend. Her actual quote, "He's an environmentalist and a movie star." Honestly, that's ride or die energy right there. And what did she get for it 2 years later? A quiet breakup 2 months after turning 25. But here's where it gets really weird, because Camila wasn't the first. She wasn't even close to the first. She was just the most recent name on a list that goes back to the mid-90s. Bridget Hall, 1994. She was 18. There's a reason this story starts at 18. Kristen Zhang, 1996. She was the one who actually left him, reportedly telling people he was immature, refused to grow up, and kept a circle of young model companions around him constantly. She was 23 when she walked. He was 23 when she walked. And somehow, nothing changed. Then came the relationship people still talk about. Gisele Bündchen, 5 years. When she finally reflected on it publicly, she described doing real internal work, getting sober, stepping back, genuinely examining her life. And then she asked herself a question she clearly didn't want to answer. Was she growing alone? Her answer was yes. She still called him her teacher, but she left. And that detail, that one detail, tells you everything. Bar Refaeli, 2005 to 2011. She was 25 when they split. Leo was 36. Are you seeing this yet? Blake Lively, 5 months, age 23. Tony Garn, 15 months, age 22. Kelly Rohrbach, 7 months, age 24. There were even engagement rumors. And then Leo reportedly spent the weekend after the breakup partying surrounded by, and I quote, bikini-clad women. Okay. Nina Odgar, age 24. And that's not even the craziest part, because after Camila, people genuinely thought, maybe this time it's different. Enter Gigi Hadid, September 2022, New York Fashion Week afterparty. She was 27. 27. The internet collectively held its breath. Was the pattern finally breaking? And then December rolls around. Leo is photographed leaving an exclusive LA club with a 23-year-old model. Sources rushed to say it was nothing. Group dinner, shared car, completely innocent. And Gigi reportedly wasn't even looking for anything serious. A few weeks later, officially not exclusive. The pattern held. Now it's 2023, and he's with Vittoria Ceretti, about 24 years younger than him. They showed up at the Oscars, didn't walk the red carpet together, but sat side by side the entire night. First time he'd ever brought her to Hollywood's biggest evening. Some people called it a soft launch. Others called it exactly what it looked like. Leo once told a magazine, "You can't plan marriage, can't predict it, it just happens." He's been saying some version of that for 30 years now. So here's the question nobody wants to say out loud. Is this a man who simply connects with younger women and moves on naturally when things run their course? Or is there something more deliberate happening, a comfort zone so precisely maintained that it has literally never broken across 3 full decades? Some people speculate it's about control, staying in a dynamic that never challenges him to evolve. Others think it's simpler. He just genuinely doesn't want what most people eventually want. Either way, the women seem to always come out fine. Gisele Bündchen became a global icon. Blake Lively built an empire. Camila is reportedly happy in a new relationship and building her own name. And maybe that's the most quietly devastating part of this whole story. The pattern doesn't break them. It just passes through them. So what do you actually think is going on with Leo? Is it a choice, a fear, a personality type that never quite grew up? Drop it in the comments because this one always starts a conversation. And if this hit different than you expected, share it, because with Leonardo DiCaprio, there is always another layer.